NBA sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to British Columbia and the gleaming jewel that is Vancouver, Canada. Set to go now on a wet and rainy afternoon. And we are underway from Vancouver. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
Well, he did go 2-2 in the last ball game. Well, actually, he went 2-2-1, with the one being the victor.
Yeah.
That's the bottom line there. But wasn't it funny at practice? He threw one when we were watching, threw an interception, and the defense got on him a little bit, good-naturedly. But they're letting him know, you got to cut down those interceptions. We can't bail you out all the time.
Yeah, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. But as you said, they got the win in that effort last week. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the left side. It's Leonard. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. And a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in his first 2 carries in the ball game. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw taken in by Samuel. There are the numbers for Samuel from that game last week. 7 catches, 88 yards.
And you know what he did all week in preparation for this one? Hydrated.
Salivated.
Yes, stretched, dreamed, going against the last team in the league against the pass.
Yeah.
He expects to catch every one thrown today.
You're right. They have struggled 32 of 32 in that category. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
At the Chiefs' 21-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Leonard. 3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on 3rd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick here is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground, because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense, because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure. And he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. Well, look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you know, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them.
And the ball is knocked out. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. So a first-quarter fumble in the rain, and this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here, so they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
At the 23-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Leonard. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Jackson. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
At the 15-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Leonard. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Here is 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now it's Jackson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
We're still in the 1st quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. This taken in right around the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. They are back over the 500 mark for the year. A 3-game winning streak really coming at the exact right time, Charles, to get them back into playoff contention.
And it's always a question of when do you want your football team to peak? And everyone always talks about you want to be playing your best ball going into the playoffs, but sometimes you need your best ball before that time. And this team, going into this stretch of games, they're certainly playing their best football of the year.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Back to throw. Goldberg. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. The drive stays alive. A 3rd down gain of 8.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down, Goldberg. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Off the play fake, Goldberg. That is incomplete. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Well, let's face it, when you hold someone to just 6 points in a game, the feeling that you have among your team is that you're not going to lose very many of those. That's the way to get it done.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Oliver. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Back to throw again. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. In motion left here, one of their tight ends. On 3rd down, Mabry. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
On 1st and 10, Goldberg. Over the middle, complete. It's Harris. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw. Goldberg. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. From 6 yards away. And the Chiefs are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
On 2nd down, it's Leonard. And now the rookie's free. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 71 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 42-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Leonard. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, Jackson. Throw left side, complete. That's Turner. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Jackson's throw into the hands of Turner. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that will bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think he'll take 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because you just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Turner. And he's brought down, but he has it down to the 12 on a pickup of 12. 1st and 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. It's Leonard. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Voyagers are able to stretch out their lead. That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. So that drive spans 13 plays. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what...
And now off to the races, down the right side. He's to the 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. A big play there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Now the try here for the point after. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he won't quite make it to the 25. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
He finds his man, complete. That's Leonard. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And the Chiefs are going to get him. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
How to approach this. 3rd down and 16 yards to go. Jackson. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. KC's offense ready to take over. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Goldberg. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Fielded at the 33. Call that a 46-yard punt with a net of 40 on the 6-yard return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go through his...
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
Second and 15 at the Chiefs' 33-yard line.
Now a give right side. It's Leonard. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Good, strong run against the 3-4 set. And that 3-4, you got to have your guys up front eat up a lot of blocks. The guy playing over the center, the nose, he usually has to take on double teams. But when you're able to successfully move him, you're often able to get some yardage. And that's when linebackers have to clean up and make tackles.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. Touchdown! A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Voyagers are able to extend their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Cannon now elects to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. And Kansas City's offense now set and ready to go. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Goldberg. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
But so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. So 8 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Now Jackson on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barber. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Jackson on 1st down. Caught by Turner.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Jackson now. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground,
a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
To throw on second down, Goldberg. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. Back to throw, Goldberg. And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This will be fielded at the 17. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. This pass into the hands of Turner. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll start our tour out in the City of Angels, Los Angeles, and it's the Texans who are out in front. The Texans still in a dogfight, but this would be a good victory for them if they could get it. Next, we'll stay in the NFC West as we head up through Oregon and on to Seattle to check on the Seahawks. And you can see there it's the visiting Colts who have the lead in that one. The Colts locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This taken in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting more pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Well, they'll come up 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. Mabry. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Goldberg. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They'll look to throw again. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off play action. Goldberg. Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
He finds his man, complete. It's Leonard. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. A solid stiff arm. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside the quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Leonard. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and the lead will hold at 10.
Wow, partner, it's almost a little jarring to see a holder set up on the other side of midfield. I haven't brought out my binoculars to make sure on that one, but that is showing an awful lot of confidence in a kicker to try and hit from 61 yards, and this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Mabry. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Off the play fake. Goldberg. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory.
102 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down and 3.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
So they bring out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And now here comes Kansas City. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to.
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. And the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Voyagers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. And certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Chiefs ready to rock again on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to throw on second down. Goldberg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Back to throw. Goldberg. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big 3rd down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Vancouver offense out and about set for another series. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. They'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Back now here on EA Sports as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was out there waving his arms saying throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball. and he doesn't concentrate and drops it.
It's a gain of 14, down 2-14.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second and third levels, you could see them trying to recover. They bit. Worked out offensively. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Voyagers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And you wonder now if he might be able to remove the helmet, put on the baseball cap, and watch the rest of this one from the sideline. His 5th touchdown pass of the game.
Say that again. Did you say 5th touchdown pass of the game?
Yes, sir.
Boy, that's a heck of a performance, isn't it? Because they've had no answer for him at all game long. Receivers have been open constantly, and he hasn't missed a single one of them.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 24. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Chiefs offense heads out. There's a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. Well, the current playoff picture, and you can see they are one of those 3 wild card teams, at least for the moment, but they have not clinched that spot, Charles. And look, their message has been clear. We're keeping our foot on the gas to the very end.
And how about the theater and the drama that's involved, partner? The best part, we got a front row seat to it all. And I think this is obviously the ultimate goal when they added a 7th seed to the playoffs back in 2020. More drama, more teams in it late in the season, and more importance on games like this.
Throwing on first down. Goldberg. He gets it complete to Harris. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. Goldberg. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Goldberg. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. 20. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for a 6.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole. Throwing after the interception. Goldberg. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First down, Chiefs.
Operating from the gun. Goldberg. He finds his man, complete. It's Cannon. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now this is going to be a quarterback draw. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1 yard. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Throwing on 3rd and long. Goldberg. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Chiefs tried it, but they're turned away on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down in this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a third situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. From the 41, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Leonard. And he'll get about 3 here up to the 44-yard line. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Leonard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Give him 18 on the play.
Tell you what, Martin, the way he's been slinging in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try the left side. McElroy, and he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Play action. It's Jackson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Well, collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number, it's just staggering because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
Up the middle they go. McElroy gave a glimpse of his power, but not a whole lot of space. Down at the 30. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. That is caught. Touchdown! A great play there. 30 yards. And the Voyagers are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left. And their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they can't bring him down. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Again, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Chiefs first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
That's interference. Defense.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Knight. And they'll get this down to the 10. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
At the 10-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Goldberg. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun. Goldberg looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Well, the Vancouver offense ready for their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. But Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Vancouver, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, their playoff hopes take a hit as they drop to 7-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.